Hi, my name is Chris Anderson, CEO of 2Bridges Technology. 2Bridges is a company that takes the idea of IT services and kind of flips it on its head. We look at it from a business and customer standpoint, working back from the problems the businesses are trying to solve and moving them to technology that works concisely to do their business needs. We all started out in IT backgrounds, working in the same old problems, same old issues, or it's a Microsoft server, or this is the only set solution that we have. And you just run up the price over and over again. We've gotten a lot of situations where we've had a lot of one-hit wonders where people come in and say, here's a $20,000 piece of equipment. It'll solve all your problems. We're going to install it for you. Everything's going to work fine. And 3 months later, they're gone. We couldn't get things that worked. They were too complex. They were too expensive. People couldn't afford the right stuff, so they'd let it sit there on the shelf or operate broken for years after years after years. And nobody knew how to use their technology. So we started simplifying that, breaking it down. What were the actual problems we were trying to solve? We were really passionate about having the questions asked of us, having the scenarios brought to us, because then we can sit down and actually build real solutions, things that matter for not just one iteration, for a 1 3 to 5 year period, but actually look at how business operates and expand and grow with the business. The more simple you can make something and the easier you can do your business, the better you're going to be. Whether it be Mac, whether it be PC, whether it be a Unix environment, or whether it just be a cloud solution. Making small, concise, simple solutions that actually do the job versus trying to just sell a product and sell licensing is important to our industry. Those simple words of, hey, I've got a problem, or hey, can I ask you a question? That's where the relationship starts. Anytime you can start a relationship with that honesty of question and preserve that relationship by not making someone feel stupid or that they don't know what they're doing. It's not important that everyone understands how the technology works every step along the way, but it is important how it can work for them. You just want to do business as a business owner. You want to go through your operations, you want to go through your job, and you want to work through it. You don't want to be fighting your technology, just like you don't want to be fighting the mail or fighting with utilities companies. It doesn't do any good. And that leads to another piece that we work very hard at, which is advocacy for our customers. I mean, it doesn't matter whose problem it was, whether it be Comcast or CenturyLink or any of the connectivity providers, whether it be Microsoft Windows or whatnot. There's got to be accountability. Somebody has to say, hey, it may not be my problem, but I'm going to get the answer for you because you're my customer. You have that relationship with me. And that is a huge core value of our company. Business owners themselves are doing a lot of their own IT stuff to save themselves money, but ultimately you end up costing yourself a lot of money. When you're sitting there going out and fixing your server and not going out and dealing with your customers, then you're wasting money. You're throwing away money twice. You're spending money on IT and you're spending money on your time. We save you that time. We provide that 24-hour helpline of 3 o'clock in the morning and your hard drive's crashed and you have nobody to call. Well, you do. We are there, and we always take responsibility for the work and don't abandon that situation. Please come talk to us. Let us build something new, something interesting for you. And then we can build that for other people. We end up saving the whole community a lot of money just by having a simple question asked. Some of the best systems that we've ever built were based on one question. Well, can I do this? And we said, well, I don't know, but we can find out. Getting that honesty there, bringing that to the table the first time, I think makes us different. People constantly ask me what I do and what we do at 2Bridges. And it's really hard to define other than we listen. We listen to how you do business, how you work with people, and then we try to match that. We work with a lot of independent IT providers for companies that already have a guy that's really good. He's just one guy. We provide good deals for them to be able to do their business, retain their customers, but still have some fault tolerance, have some protection, some safety, some security. Any responsible IT vendor, we're happy to back. We want more of them. It's not just we want all the business. We want the business to change. We want the industry to change. There are so many companies that have undermined the trust with the community here and everywhere that we want to change that dynamic, change that responsibility. We're not here to tell you what's best. We're here to help you find what's best. And that's a process, and we're both responsible for it. The history of technology has been a very insular ecology of people trying to hold technology over other people to make themselves kind of stand out. We don't like that approach. We like to be open in the community. The key piece of all technology is to provide a tool. And part of learning to use tools is educating. It doesn't matter that I know more about this or that. Things change so quickly. What I know now doesn't matter in 3 years. What I know now today in 3 months could have no bearing. So it's just important to teach people how to deal with that change, adapt, be comfortable with their technology, be comfortable with the people they work with. We try to pick people to work here that know how to engage other people, know how to work with other people, that can communicate and actually care about the problems that are brought before them. You're not just another service number here. You're not another door tag. You're not another address or account number. You're a person with a name, with an account rep that knows you, that makes sure that you're handled on a day-to-day basis. A lot of customers would be surprised to know we get this new equipment in and we have deadlines and we have frustrations just like them, and we're sitting there pulling our hair out or crying in the back of the server room at 4 o'clock in the morning, and it's just as frustrating to us as it is to them. That update that just ran last night changed the entire scenario. So there's no way to get around that. There's no way to break down that barrier other than to be personable, to care about the situation, and listen. It's part of the nature of the beast. The guys that come here and work, they're all people that like having headaches and little to no sleep. It isn't about punching hours. It isn't about punching the clock. It's about going out and getting the job done. In order to do business, you have to communicate. You have to accept problems, even if they're not yours. One of the big things that we do that's different from other companies is that we don't charge a markup fee on our hardware. So charging only for the services, for the implementation, makes the choice a lot easier for a lot of business owners. It's the service. It's the expertise you're paying for. It's that reliable person you're going to be calling for the next 10, 15 years. I'm here to keep you in business, not take the money out of you while you are in business, because myself or all these other companies are coming in there trying to nickel and dime you. That doesn't work. Selling you some garbage and trying to mark it up to make money, that's not worth it to me. It's not a relationship that is sustainable. I had a customer the other day say, it's just so refreshing to deal with a company like you. I have no problem making decision of going with your company because you go in and you make sure that all those little things that the other IT guys said weren't important, you fix them because I care about those things. You take away a problem somebody's had for 10 years with a simple solution, little thing, and it means the world to them. So why not make those efforts? Why not make those simple steps? Take that extra time. Yeah, that's what we believe in.